What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today, everybody, happy 8-year anniversary here of the YouTube channel. It's crazy to think that I've been after this for 8 years now. There's been so many twists and turns along the way. It's been a huge part of my entire life. I started this channel when I was 15 or so, I think, somewhere around there. I'm almost 22 now, so to think about all of you getting to see the journey and all what we've done is truly, it's just an honor, and I've really enjoyed getting to share it with all of you, and I hope all of you have enjoyed watching it very much. And today we're just going to talk a little bit about what's happened over those 8 years, what to expect, and obviously what's going on as we speak. So it's so cool to think about all of what's going on. But first and foremost, as usual, I know it's the cliche intro, but it's very important to acknowledge it. As always, I can't thank all of you enough for your continued support of my channel. My channel is useless without all of you, the viewers. It's so awesome to have all of you here to support what we're doing and obviously enjoy it. It has been an awesome year here in 2025. We've made so much amazing content. We've made some really innovative content, and this is all on top of full-time internships as well at the airports. So feeling very fortunate for these opportunities, and I hope all of you have enjoyed it very much. I can't believe that I've been uploading daily for over 3 years now. That was a big commitment that I took on, and it was back there when I ended high school. So throughout my entire college tenure, I've been uploading daily and just thinking about what it means to my life and how valuable it is to me, and all the other pieces of the puzzle certainly adds up here quite substantially. So let's go from back to front. I know many of you have probably looked at some of my older videos before, but there's some really good ones to look at. And obviously, the day it was born was on July 29th of 2017. I uploaded that first takeoff video, America 737 from Tulsa to Chicago. A very fitting video for sure. America 737s have been on the channel quite often, and obviously quite a few cool pieces to the puzzle through here. I'll just point out some of my favorites. Definitely want to get back into flight simulators for sure. You can see some of those there from those daily live streams. The first Dallas update, which is another aspect I definitely want to return to when the opportunity presents itself. And then obviously channel updates have been a fundamental. You all just saw one a few days ago, so that's pretty great. And then obviously the in-flight videos, those are going to be back in action on Thrust Reduction HD pretty soon. I'm in the process of getting that situated, so glad to have that back after a nice 2-year hiatus on those. But fortunately, should be pretty much on autopilot once I get that started. But when you have so many aspects of daily uploading, when you have the model content with all of its subsections, including the actual unboxings and the airport updates, then the reviews, then you work on analysis videos for both aviation news topics and model aircraft discussions. You have that going on, then you have the real life content with its subsections, and then you have all the other forms of content that I make. It's really challenging sometimes to keep the consistency on all of it, so that's why I'm doing my best is to balance it. You all know that model aircraft, you can just really see the frame right here, is the foundation of it, so I like to look at that kind of as the base, and then obviously the roots of the channel all sprout out into these various sections of the channel, like the trip reports or the music videos, which we do need to make another one sometime, and the unboxings, of course, a big fundamental. But yeah, some of these videos, just looking back on them, there was so much rambling in these. I think every video here is almost over 20 minutes. Some of these clocking in at nearly an hour on some of them, but it's fun and it was enjoyable, and that was what my happiness was. And so many of you watched it. I mean, just look at these views. These are pretty impressive considering that there was times where I was only at 200 subscribers around here. In fact, I think it's coming up. I think the 200 subscriber video is right here. Yeah, the 200 subscriber special back when that new Allegiant route to TUL, which has obviously been a huge component of the channel, and it continues to grow. I mean, we were on glass with Amazon boxes at one time, so to think that we have a full display for that now is really cool. So certainly really excited to continue the progression of TUL and what's to come in the future. And once again, Dallas will be coming back, and then maybe videos like this, maybe the full flight videos where I actually make it. And this was a fun video to make. I really enjoyed that, and I'm so glad that so many of you enjoyed that. Over 4,000 views, which is really good. I mean, I'm happy about it. So definitely check these out sometime. I mean, there's some cool ones. This was a very memorable video, that American MD-80 unboxing. Definitely want to make another fleet video with NG's really cool releases, so that's definitely going to be fun. And then obviously you can see I love these thumbnails, and you can just see the amount of effort that I've been putting into the airports. If y'all didn't know, I actually had a runway base for Pensacola at one time. Unfortunately, that did not survive, but I did have that for a couple months, which was cool. We'll see Tulsa's first iteration going up, and we got the Albuquerque windows going in, which is cool, and just a bunch of really neat videos. And you can see here where, you know, new models were really a huge deal when I would get some. Where's that unboxing video? I missed it. So here it is. The unboxing video obviously was a huge part of the channel, so that was so much fun. And you can just see it continues down the line. I mean, it's just so cool to think about it. And then, yeah, plenty of real life videos as well as too. So there's the first Pensacola update outside. We recently returned to that for the first time since then, which is pretty cool. And all the trip announcement videos, which with how much flying I did, that would be unforeseeable to do this time. This was, you know, I don't think getting stressful is a wrong term, but I think that the perception of stressful certainly changed over time. So I think that was certainly an interesting video. And then obviously storyline had a huge influence on the channel as well. So as we just start to scroll, maybe perhaps just a touch faster here, you can really start to see, you know, what happened. You know, Frontier came into Reno in 2019, and they recently finally came back for the first time. Again, I should say. And same for Tulsa. We'll see that here in a little bit too. And then, yeah, just some cool models. I love that winter lighting at my house. It's so awesome. There's some vibes here down the line. So it's just cool to see it. I also, you know, I know they're pretty intricate details, but you can see here that I faced my airports north to south in my room. I've been doing east to west. It's way better, but it's just cool to see kind of how it looked like. So that's cool. The American MD-80 trip reports, of course, and these yearly recap videos obviously made substantial progress on the format for those. And these thumbnails starting in 2020 just was like, this year we're going all at it. And that's exactly what I did. You can just see the thumbnails, the amount of arrows and boxes and various, you know, annotations is just amazing. Like, these are full complex thumbnails. So, but yeah, pretty fun. Just great to put it together, and you just see all the fun. I mean, there's some complex thumbnails on here. And then obviously the pandemic happened. We've talked about this in several anniversary videos. This was a game changer for this to happen. Obviously, super unfortunate for so many reasons, but you know, one byproduct that we can't not recognize was certainly the YouTube production that I was able to make of it. And you can just see all these videos here. Oh man, it's just crazy to see all of the various pieces to the puzzle, and there was so many very memorable videos during this time, including these MD-80 unboxings. We had Air Force One at Tulsa. Need to get back to the spotting blogs. They're honestly so much fun. So just really tough. It really is. There's quite a few pieces to it, and in the next channel update, we're really going to have a big talk about it here in about a month or so. We also have, of course, the fatal blow of Mass Unboxing 9. Crazy to think we're on 65 now. So many cool thumbnails, and yeah, it is really starting to get bittersweet because I know that I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but this time next year, we're going to have some substantial change, and what it's going to look like is going to be interesting. I have no idea if the small hub airports will be with me in my apartment where I'm working, or if they're going to remain at home, which is what I would like them to do for the moment, and then come back and film kind of what I've been doing the last year now. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I definitely would like to get back to fan mail as well. Fan mail's fun. And yeah, just quite a wide array of videos here. We obviously restructured tier list into reactions. I think that was a good choice. And then we obviously have quite a few comparisons, which I think there is a time and place for comparisons. I actually need to go through. I have several videos I've filmed that I still have yet to upload. I have some comparisons from last summer actually that I never uploaded. So there's still quite a few cool videos in the model aircraft news. We've done pretty good with the reactions, so definitely going to keep those in the rotation, of course. And then I definitely would like to bring Phoenix back out in the long term, but Dallas is certainly a higher priority than that, which is a little unfortunate because I really do like Phoenix. It's just a huge setup. I can't believe I was able to do a one-to-one setup of Phoenix. It's pretty cool to think about that. But yeah, just looking here and over the whole scope, we got the in-flight videos, which once again, those will be coming back soon. Summer of 2021 was just as memorable as the summer of 2020 for a whole different reason. So you've seen quite a few videos, sit-down videos talking about the ongoing situation. Fortunately, it did improve. Man, that was a really tough period of my life. So fortunately, I was able to recover from that. And as we did, we finally started getting some great videos here with good thumbnails and so forth. And obviously air travel coming back pretty strong, which was awesome. It was definitely 2022 when we saw most of that. But as you can see, once we got past February of 22, it really finally amped up quite a bit. So you can see all of what's going on here, and then Spirit Frontier merger, which is still a ongoing ongoing joking subject to this day. cool in-flight videos. Shapeways, obviously, we're going to see so much of the 3D printing model aircraft coming up very soon. So it's cool to think that this started 3 years ago, really the last 3 years. And I may make a video on it, just, you know, that whole daily upload period, just thinking of what's happened between now and then is really fun. And you can just see quite a bit of the pieces to the puzzle here. So yeah, we just continue to go through. And yeah, this is really where the daily videos began, I should say, excuse me. And all of the changes that came along with that. You see Phoenix right there. That's a cool thumbnail. I need to react to a Phoenix update sometime. I do miss Phoenix dearly. If only I could do YouTube full time. And maybe it might get to that point. We'll see. Maybe. But YouTube will certainly be a part of the, you know, landscape regardless of the case. But as you can see here, it is really cool to reflect back on all these videos. And, you know, Orange County has been a very successful airport here. I am excited to say that we will have a new model airport in October. So stay on the lookout for that. It is a really cool small hub airport in a region of the United States I've not done an airport in yet consistently. So stay tuned. I'm really excited about it. I think you all really like it. As we continue to look forward through here, excuse me. Yeah, the first college video that came out about 3 years ago, flat now. So crazy to think about what happened. And then you can see the channel update. And obviously the last 3 years of school has just been crazy to watch. So you can just see all the pieces here. We've obviously covered the American MD-80. That was 3 years ago then. This year's going to be 6, which is a little mind-blowing. We obviously got the unboxings and the release reactions really taking shape now. We also got the inaugural flight for Breeze, Aviation Day tour, really fun. Got the American Maintenance Tour, which we've done several of those now. We'll see if we get to do more. I'm sure we will. More unboxings. We're at 23 at this point, thinking about how fast we've amped up. It's crazy. Our first United flights were fun, and then just some of these thumbnails. Oh, they're fun to look at. They're certainly, this is a fun throwback for sure. But yeah, really cool, the American DC-3 flight, all the in-flight videos. And then, yeah, definitely really cool to get the analysis videos. And yeah, I really want to get the flight simulator back in action because the flight simulator is very valuable, extremely important for sure. And yeah, just looking at some of the other videos here and getting into 2023 now, which 2023 was a very good year. We did a bunch in 2023. Obviously had Airliners International back there as well at Chicago, and then Dallas coming up here. You see all the in-flight videos here going extremely strong, which I am working to get caught up on that. So don't worry. I know I'm way behind on that. But yeah, just looking at some of the other videos here throughout too, just overall looking strong. Saturdays at Pensacola is fun. And then you have the AI 2022 recap, which is certainly vital. Continuing through here, again, you seeing NG making its rounds. We got our first round of big collaborations. There's Syracuse right there, so that's really cool. And yeah, quite a few cool one-off videos as well, like airport tier list rankings. And I'm sure we're going to have another one here in a moment. Of course, the internet. There we go. That spotting day at Denver was a bunch of fun. A huge summer ahead. Just a great variety of content. This Great Plains update was a high performer. Hope to see that again very soon. And yeah, really cool to see all the updates here. Just definitely a wide scope of aviation here for sure. And there was our 6th year anniversary as we continue to scroll over the last 2 years now, which has certainly been quite fun as well. Taking a look here at Spot LAX 2023. That's been a critical component. Excited for this year, which is coming up very soon. So certainly stoked for that opportunity. Have some cool collaborations here with Plane Spotter DK through the process too. And here's some more thumbnails here of some very cool aircraft through the process. So yeah, really cool with the release reactions as well, and all the videos that we made. Black Friday is going to be fun this year. Very excited. Definitely want to get another airline card and take advantage. I do also want to get back to the Southern Plains airport updates and the rotational ones. They're fun as well, so definitely expect that here in the future too. But you know, I got to set realistic expectations, and as I've been preaching in 2025, the primary goal has been to capture the content that I've been making so far, and then obviously enhance that. So that's been the main goal, and that will continue to be the main goal until I'm settled down and have, you know, a little bit more of a routine and, you know, reasonable idea of what's going to be happening next. But yeah, Dallas, I definitely want to get Dallas back. So that's a huge desire, and that will happen. It's just when rather than if. So stay tuned. But again, I apologize about its absence. It's so easy for it to slip. And it did, but Dallas will be back at some point, so don't worry. Man, I'm just sitting here thinking about Dallas being gone. I really am not happy about it. I kind of let that go way too long. But there's only so much I could do this year, and then hopefully this fall I'll finally be able to set it up again. But I think it's been since last summer, which is just unacceptable on so many levels for Dallas not to be regularly updated. So Dallas will be coming back, don't worry. Great Plains obviously has took quite a front seat considering, you know, how popular it is, so that's a part of it too. But don't worry, Dallas will be back. I don't want you all to worry about that, but that's a big takeaway from this video is Dallas needs to be back immediately. So looking here through the last round of videos here in the last year, we've obviously had quite a few cool ones. You can see trip reports. The Pacific Northwest trip was awesome. We also had AI 2024, which was cool as well. So definitely happy with how all that content came out, and AI 2025 is going to be great. We'll talk about that more in the channel update, and the content preview is out, so definitely check that out for the full understanding of what's to come. Apologize about taking a moment to load here on some of these thumbnails. I'm not exactly sure what's taking so long. The airline collectible hauls are also video format that are video series that I want to return. Also take a look at these collabs here. It's so cool with Syracuse and JJ and everybody. But yeah, getting back to this, let's talk about this a little bit more. The content there on the aviation news for Tulsa and, you know, all the videos back here, these are definitely subjects that I do hope to return to, and I definitely anticipate returning to when the opportunity is there. So whether it's a live stream format or what we do, I definitely want to utilize live streams more because I know it's fun to have that back and forth with you all. It's a little bit easier than the comment section, admittingly. So, but yeah, last year you can really see the progression amp up here in some of the forms of content and how we've got it distributed and so forth. I apologize that the real life content's been so tough this year. There were so many segment collecting trips, so I just had to end up combining all of it, but we are going to get there, don't worry. There were so many pieces of complications for sure. So jet set models also making a huge impact, so you're definitely going to be seeing more jet set very soon. In fact, orders on the way as we speak right now, so very appreciative of their efforts. And more aviation analysis videos too. United A320 finally making it into the lineup. That was a model we needed bad, so really happy that that's there. And yeah, Boeing losing money and all the various pieces here, we're definitely going to be covering these. And then yeah, Destin debuted, so really happy about the Destin debut. And then you'll be seeing the debut of another new airport about the same time this upcoming year, which could be awesome. And then yeah, Pacific Northwest was awesome. Spirit came back better than ever, so that was cool. And then a bunch of fun videos here throughout, so that was cool, talking about the changeover to aviation management too. And you obviously see more analysis videos. If this will patiently wait to load, I think my phone is going to have an alarm, so don't be alarmed, no pun intended, when that happens. But I need to go change the laundry. These are the adulting tasks, right? Apologize, that's really not one to load the last 6 months. I can't answer these questions. There we go. So anyway, 2025 has been fun. Daily uploads have remained, which is exactly the goal. You see Oshkosh making the appearance. We also had appearances from the Tinker Air Force Base show and the Destin trip, which was great. You see custom airport panels making their rounds as well. They're great. And the model aircraft database has been a fun addition to the lineup here in 2025. You see how busy I got with the internship. I literally didn't make thumbnails for several days in a row. And there was one day that I didn't want to miss my uploads. I guess I got to the cap on how many videos I could scroll through. I literally just made a 3-minute video there to say, I'm sorry. I apologize about that. I meant to scroll the bar. But I'll just go ahead for the sake of, since we're close, refresh it, and I'll just show you up top a little bit. But yeah, it's been so much fun, everybody. I hope all of you have enjoyed this so much. I've really enjoyed making all this content, and I'm so excited for what's to come. Thank you all so much for all your support this year. It has been greatly appreciated. Crazy to think that we're 8 years in, but I'm really excited to see what the next 8 years are going to look like. So, and beyond, of course. Yeah, not going anywhere, and it's going to be fun to continue to produce content regularly. So I hope all of you are excited for it. And again, thank you all so much for an amazing 8 years so far. It has been so great to share all this with you, and the crazy part is that we're just getting started. So hope you all are excited for what's to come. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope all of you take care today, and I look very forward to seeing you all very soon. Gonna be fun. We have so much to look forward to, and it's going to be absolutely outstanding. With that being said, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name's CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.